Hello, today I'm going to make for you HARDOUGH bread. So you're going to need 4 cups of all-purpose flour or 1 pound of all-purpose flour, 4 tablespoons of butter, room temperature, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, I'm using sea salt, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, and 1 cup of warm water. And you're going to need also and 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. You're going to need a flour board, a baking board, a chopping board. You're going to also need a rolling pin. You're going to also need a loaf, a baking pan, a loaf baking pan. You are also going to need 1 egg. We're going to use this in the end. Add the flour. Add the 4 cups of flour, or 1 pound. 4 cups of flour is equal to 1 pound. And sieve. Sieve. Alright, so you want to lighten the flour. Now, this is 1 cup of water. So add, this is the yeast. Add 1 tablespoon of yeast. One little packet probably apparently is a tablespoon, see? 1 tablespoon of yeast. And put it in and allow it to dilute. Let's put this aside and allow it to dilute. Stir it in until it dilutes. Now to the flour, add 4 tablespoons of butter. That's 1. 2, 3, 4. 4 tablespoons of butter. Now use your finger and work the butter in the flour. I'm using one hand because I don't want to mess it up, but just work the butter in the flour. It should be easy, but once it catches, it grounds. Let's try and get it evenly worked. It smells like butter and flour. Kind of smell nice. Kind of have a smell. It smells like the bread already. It does. It smells like the bread already. So you just want to work the butter out. Just work the butter. Alright. Once that is complete, add the salt. 1.5. Add the sugar. 1, 2, 2 tablespoons. Now use a spoon, a wooden spoon, and just work it. Kind of stir it in. Now this is the yeast. So you just add the water, add it to this, and then just work it in. Why the heat smell away? Smell funky. Yeast don't smell so good at all, but it's bacteria, you know, so that's what it is. So you just work your bread in, work it in, the proportion should work. Alright. So this is it. Now I take your flour board, put a little flour on it. This is your flour board. Just have a little bag of flour here, like a half a cup or so, just to, you know. Then this and put like this. So now just kind of knead it. Knead the flour. Make sure everything is flour. Flour the board. For a good 5 to 10 minutes, just knead it in. Just knead it in. Alright, so once it's complete, now to your bowl. Make sure you grease your bowl. This is your bowl. This is like a teaspoon of like a butter, and grease it. Make sure it's grease all the way around. Grease it. Burn it. Just butter. Now once you finish doing that, you just take this dough and just work it. Make sure butter get on it everywhere. Alright, so that's it. So now we're going to put this in a cool, dry place, cover it for 45 minutes. So you just use a towel and cover it and put it in a cool, dry place for 45 minutes. Now I'm going to cut grease paper, so use 2 sheets. 1, 2. And just do like this, go to the edge. And just right off. I use a pencil if you have one. Right. So with the scissors, cut within the ink. Don't cut where the ink is if you're gonna use it. Even if you're using pencil, cut inside the pencil mark, because you don't want to get this on the bread. So you see, so the ink should be on this side, and you want 2 sheets. Use a piece of the grease paper and take a piece of some butter and just grease within this. Get the edges properly. Grease it properly. So now take your grease paper, both of them, and just line it. Oops, I can't get it. Let's start from here. So. You kind of make sure it's flush. Just work it properly. Alright, you just put this aside until you're ready for it. So this is after 45 minutes. So you get your rolling pan. Throw it lightly. Take this out. Throw this. Oh, just kinda use your fist and beat it in. Yeah man, use your fist and beat it in. This helps release the gas, the excess gas, carbon gas. Now we're rolling. Form a rectangle and fold the sides in. So now we're going to form a log. So you just fold it in as tight as possible, like this. Yeah. Alright. Just like that. Then you just take this and just lay it in, just like that. Alright, so we're going to cover this and allow it to proof for 35 minutes. Preheat your oven 10 minutes before you're ready to bake. Put the oven at 350 degrees. Put your oven on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So now, after 35 minutes, this is how this look, the bread look. Alright, so now we're gonna break an egg. Use just the white. And then scramble. You just use a brush and just brush it. Make sure you do this just before it goes in the oven, because you don't want to do it because you don't want it to be raw. So you're going to put this in the oven right now. Put it on the middle rack right there and cover it. And do not open the oven for the time it takes to bake. Set your time for 38 minutes. 38 minutes. 38. So once the time is completed, remove the bread. So you see it's golden brown on the top, and it is separated from the side right there. So just put this in a cool spot until you're ready to take it out of the can. So that's bread, HARDOUGH bread. HARDOUGH bread, Jamaican HARDOUGh bread. So now we're gonna remove the bread. So just do that, go to the sides, and then just take it out like that. And just remove this. So remove this. This might give you a little challenge because we use the egg. So just be patient and just get the edges and remove the paper. It's better we had the paper because it could have stick to the pan, and then it would have been harder to get out. So just be patient and remove all the paper. So that's our bread. See, we use this size. If we were using a shorter can, the bread will be bigger, but that's it. It smells nice. So that's it. Bread. Wow. It's crunchy too. So that's hard-dough bread. Hard-dough bread. Homemade hard-dough bread. Jamaican hard-dough bread. So this is hard-dough bread and butter. Hard-dough bread and butter. Homemade hard-dough bread. Hard-dough bread and butter.